The Highland Park fire chief is fuming over this. A shocking move by Detroit firefighters, ordered to gather up their hoses and leave as that fire rages behind them. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skilly, and this happened Monday night in an occupied apartment building on Tuxedo near the Lodge in Highland Park, just across the border from Detroit. Detroit fire crews were first on the scene and first to run into the burning building to get people out.
But tonight, Highland Park's chief says the call for Detroit Fire to get out and go while the fire spread right behind them put his crews in danger. The apartment building is now a total loss, and 2 families lost everything. Sean Lay is investigating this story. Sean, you're learning the Detroit crew left the fire not for safety reasons.
Absolutely. They were pulled by their chief to come out of that burning building. I talked to one firefighter who's right at the fire there. He says they almost had that fire out, but when they get a call from their chief to get out, that's exactly what they did. They did what they were told. Firefighters Union in Detroit telling me tonight, these guys are heroes for going into Highland Park and saving lives. He thinks that focus should be on that. Highland Park's chief, though, says firefighters coming out, Detroit firefighters leaving a fire when they're trying to get in, he says that was wrong and dangerous.
Is it okay to take water off a fire and walk away?
It absolutely is not okay.
Highland Park Fire Chief Eric Hollowell is blasting a Detroit fire chief's decision that he says put lives in danger and led to this apartment building burning out of control in Highland Park Monday. But the Detroit Fire Department and the Detroit Firefighters Union, they are calling their fire crew at the same fire heroes for getting people out of the building.
Our firefighters responded quickly, faster than the other 2 agencies responded, and got in with charged line and got individuals out, saved a woman and a child that were inside a burning building.
But in video posted to Instagram shows Detroit firefighters doing what they were told to do by their chief. Pick up their hoses, get out of the building, and leave the scene with that fire raging right behind them.
3-5 to all companies inside. Come on out. Bring your lines out.
They're wrapping up. You guys are getting set to go in.
Mm-hmm.
They're walking away from a major fire.
There's no water going on that fire at all.
No water.
At all.
They took the water away.
Yes.
Why?
That's $1 million question. That was negligent as to the highest power.
The Highland Park fire chief says the Detroit fire chief's call to pull his crew out of the building allowed the fire to burn unattended as Highland Park and Hamtramck crews were trying to get inside. Detroit Fire's David LaValle says their chief made the right call and handed that fire off to Highland Park in Highland Park.
And the chief on scene made a determination that he was turning that scene over to Hamtramck and Highland Park. It was at that point, for a structure fire that was occurring outside of the city of Detroit.
Someone lost a home because of that nonsense. There's no logic as to why you would pull away from that fire like that and let it free burn.
Back here live, there's a lot more to break down for you here. Let's talk about the Firefighters Union here. Talk to the head of the Firefighters Union. He says, really, these guys, the Detroit firefighters, saw smoke. They went into Highland Park, got to that apartment, and got people out. He says medals should be given out for that, for going above and beyond. Upper level person with Hamtramck Fire was also right there at the fire. He says the fires are very chaotic. If they see a fire, it's their duty to put it out, not leave. He's proud of his crew in a very difficult situation there. Hamtramck was also there. DFD says there's no investigation into this, but we do know today that a person with Detroit Fire visited everyone who was at that fire, gathering more information, more facts about why that crew was called out of the fire when it was still burning. Back to you.
Such an unusual story. All right, Sean.